Alright, hello boys and girls, moms and dads. Welcome to HeroesMart School Academy. This is 5th grade English, week number 20 and day number 1. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about tiny organisms. Alright, and we get a chance to read the story to you. You are going to follow along with us, and right afterwards we're going to come back and answer a few questions and then build our vocabulary based on new words that we might have read. Alright, so please go ahead and get your workbooks, or you can watch on the board on the screen with us, and let us read week number 20 and day number 1 together.
Once upon a time, a group of children loved to play outside. They would explore the woods, catch bugs and collect rocks. However, they never realized the tiny organisms that lived all around them. One day, a wise old man came to the village and decided to teach the children about the importance of microorganisms. He explained that these tiny creatures are so small that they can't be seen by the naked eye, but they play an important role in the natural world. The old man brought out a small jar of water and showed it to the children. He explained that the water was filled with microorganisms, which helped to keep the water clean. The children were amazed at the tiny creatures they couldn't see. The old man then showed the children some bread that had been left out for a few days. He told the children that the bread had been contaminated by microorganisms and was no longer safe to eat. The children were fascinated by this new knowledge and started to look for microorganisms everywhere. They found them on leaves, in soil, and even on their own skin. As the children learned more about microorganisms, they began to appreciate the beauty and complexity of the natural world. They realized that everything is connected, and that even the tiniest of creatures play a vital role in the world God created. From that day on, the children were more mindful of their actions, making sure to take care of the environment and treat all living things with respect. They knew that every creature, no matter how small, was a precious gift from God.
Alright, so I believe you followed along to read together with us over there. So let's go ahead and try to answer a few questions right now. So let's answer question number 1. What are tiny organisms called? Now, if you remember from that reading, they are called microorganisms. I'll put an hyphen over here. Microorganisms. Okay. A loaf of bread left outside for a long time will ultimately spoil. Why? Well, it's because microorganisms are going to collect on that bread and they start to decompose the bread. Well, so go ahead and write that down as your answer in your own words. Complete sentences right now, 5th graders. Okay. Question number 3. Tiny organisms can be found on trees and tables and cloths and everywhere. Is this true or false? Well, the answer is going to be a categorical true. Yes, microorganisms can be found everywhere. And microorganisms are organisms or living things that we cannot see with our natural eyes. We've got to use special equipment to be able to see those kind of things. They call those things microscopes. Okay, so that is true. What did you learn from today's story? Well, you learned about potentially microorganisms, right? Tiny organisms. You learned about the beauty of the world around us. You learned about the perfection of creation. And go ahead and document additional things that you might have learned from today's reading. All right, so let's go right now to the vocabulary section of it. So we talked about organisms and microorganisms, contamination and beauty, environment, complexity, fascinate. Alright, so we're going to go right now turning over to our dictionary. Let's type in microorganisms. How are they defined in this dictionary? Type it in. Alright, First of all, we want to make sure that we are pronouncing them properly. So we are going to click on the audio button.
Microorganism.
Microorganisms. Okay.
Microorganism.
Okay. So any organism too small to be viewed by unaided eye. Okay, as bacteria, protozoa, and some fungi and algae. Okay, so anything that's just too small for your natural eyes to see. Microorganisms. Okay, so that's what they are. And it's a noun. The emphasis is going to be placed on this particular syllable over there so that you do not forget it. All right, let's look at another word right now. Let's see, fascinate. All right, have you heard the word fascinate before? Fascinate. All right, well, the word fascinate means to attract and hold attentively by a unique power, the personal charm, unusual nature, or some other special quality. Well, so that's a verb, and it is
Fascinate.
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 Okay, it means to attract, to hold, to arouse interest or curiosity. Okay, so that's going to be another meaning of it. So please go ahead and try to do that, and another word that might have come to you while you were reading to us, go ahead and type it into your dictionary. Learn how those words are pronounced and learn how those words are used in sentences, and they are going to stick to you a little bit better. Alright, moms and dads, you're welcome to help your child do that as well. Well, that's what I got for you today, boys and girls. Remember, God cares about you, and so do we. Bye-bye.
I'll be your hero's buddy, and as you study with HeroesMart, I will be your friend. So don't you